So, they say in life, when you like sports, you like your team, you got to go buy the jerseys in life, right? You got to go buy the bobbleheads, you got to go buy the merch. So, what do I do, guys, ladies and gentlemen? I always go and buy the merch of my team players. Oh, wait, sorry, he's not my team anymore. Bad. Sorry. Now we say, now you got to buy the merch of the player on your team. And maybe I should stop buying jerseys because there's a chance this jersey's getting outdated too. What's my luck?
Yes. What? You don't say. You don't say. You don't say.
Who was it?
He didn't say.
Yo, what is up, guys? It is Ripper, and here with the new video for y'all today. And on a real note, guys, listen, Jaire Alexander, this sucks, but we're gonna get into it. Before we get into that, though, I want to start by saying, number one, thank you guys so much for being patient with me. As you guys know, we did get a video out last week on Wednesday. I promised a video Friday, but all I'm going to say is we had a family emergency, a family death happen last Tuesday. Not going to get into detail of that, but I will say life is starting to get slowly back to normal now. So I just want to say thank you guys for the patience. Thank you guys for the love you guys showed. And I love you. I appreciate you all. And as always, Team Ripper, y'all are my second family away from my actual family. So seriously, guys, thank you guys so much for everything. But we're going to get into today's video, and that is talking about Jaire Alexander and the Packers, well, releasing him. So there's a lot to this. I have multiple feelings, right? I have my overall feelings towards it. I have my kind of breakdown reasoning of why they did it. And I have my overall thoughts. And we're going to do that all in one video. So guys, I love you. I appreciate you guys. If you guys haven't yet, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any future videos on this page, guys, because we are back to normal schedule at the moment. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about it. And guys, well, let's just start with why they did it. Because there's a lot of stuff going through my head. But let's get into the actual logistic reasons why they released him. One, he couldn't stay healthy. We as Packers fans love Jaire. Don't get us wrong. We are grateful for him. He's given us a good chunk of memories. Here's the issue. The past 2 seasons, we've pretty much played without him. I think he played like 6 or 7 games each season the past 2 seasons. Like, that is how low amount of games that he has played. And you have to think, out of 17 game seasons, that plays a massive role. So yes, it sucks, right? So we had to consider that. The other thing is that he's going to be getting a lot of money. I think it was like 20 something million. He's getting a lot of money that Packers are going to have to pay out. The Packers said, hey, we're not going to pay this money for somebody who can't stay healthy. Jaire then was like, well, I can make a lot of money in the free agency market because the team will probably pay me, and they probably will. And, at the end of the day, trade me. But the thing is, no team wants to take on that contract. Understandable. And so he's like, all right, well, what's going to happen? So the Packers are like, well, we're just going to release you. So ultimately, yes, the Packers ended up releasing Jaire Alexander. A lot of Packers fans obviously are sad. Some Packers haters are like, ha, 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 Packers. Now you guys can cry about it. Here's the thing. A lot of Packer fans aren't crying. A lot of Packers fans do understand this. It's more of a bummed out feeling, if that kind of makes sense. It's more of a bummed out feeling. Because we understand why they did this. We understand that Jaire couldn't stay healthy. And the truth is, I'm going to put it this way. We're not going to pay him that money that at the end of the day, he didn't earn, because he didn't play enough games to earn that money. And, I love to say this because people can't say this, right? I am a owner of my NFL team, right? And I think about it from my perspective of not just a fan of the team. I actually have a share in my team, okay? So I think about it from a business perspective. Why pay money to somebody out of business that doesn't actually show up for work? Does that make sense? You're not going to pay a person $20 million to not even be able to be healthy enough for work. No business does that. So I understand ultimately why they had to let him go. Now, my overall feelings and actually, I guess, emotional thoughts of it. At the end of the day, as a Packers fan, I'm always going to love Jaire Alexander. Don't get me wrong. I'm never going to badmouth him. I'm never going to be like, oh, I wish the worst for him, unless he goes to the Bears, the Vikings, or Lions. But hey, as long as he doesn't do that, we're good. We're good. Don't worry. Just like Aaron Jones. I love you, Aaron Jones, but you know, I always wish nothing but the worst. I hope he failed in the Vikings. And yeah, I still feel the same way. So, but that's how I feel with anybody that goes from the Packers to NFC North. I hope you fail. And I mean that wholeheartedly. You guys can get mad at me all you want. But at the end of the day, you know, there was conversations that were in talks supposedly too, that I'm not sure if y'all know, but the Bills were supposedly in talks of potentially trying to get Jaire off of us. The deal never really made it to paper, or the deal fell through pretty much. So that didn't work out. And you know, Rasul Douglas went to the Bills, and look at him. He did very well. So honestly, I see why the Bills did it. And you know, again, it sucks. It's a bummer. But at the end of the day, I'll always be grateful for Jaire. I'll always love Jaire Alexander, what he did for us, the happiness moments that he's brought to us, the funny moments that he's brought to us, the character that he was. In the locker room, he was just a good character to have. In the corner locker room and the safety locker room, that was the guy you wanted, because he was a leader, he was smart, he was a veteran, and he also just brought fun to the locker room. He didn't make it all so serious to where you hated your job. He made people love being there. And so we're not just losing a player or a skilled player, we're losing a character to the team, and that does hurt. Now, we also at the same time have a lot of people in the current team now where pretty much we're going from what we had last season going into this season. Nothing's really changed. That's pretty much by him leaving what is now happening. Okay, so because of that, and we're not doing anything new. Because realistically, the players that we have right now are the same players that were playing last season and the season before, because Jaire was injured. So we're pretty much entering this season the same defense that we had last season. And if you guys are like, oh, well, that sucks, your defense sucked last year. No, it didn't. Actually, we're one of the top ranked defenses all last season in multiple categories. And if you don't believe me, look it up. I'll wait 5 seconds. See you then. But we had a very good defense back then. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. And so, yeah, I wish that we drafted somebody or addressed the situation at this point. If we knew we were just going to release him, I would have rather just drafted somebody. But at the end of the day, we can't always get what we want. And the Packers decided this was the end for Jaire Alexander. So to close this off, I want to say thank you from the Packers fan base and just from Packers fan, Jaire Alexander. If you're somehow watching this, I appreciate you. I love you, my man. You're a big face to the team, a big personality of the team, and a very skilled player. And I do wish nothing but the best for you, as long as you don't go to the NFC North. I have heard that there's a chance he could go to Baltimore, which honestly would make sense, because him and Lamar Jackson, if you guys don't know, him and Lamar Jackson are like best friends. So I could see that happening. Wouldn't be surprised. And honestly, if he was going to a purple team, I'd be a big fan of that. Also, I really hope that the Dolphins don't get him, just because the Dolphins just released Jalen Ramsey, and I really hope the Packers don't pick up Ramsey and the Dolphins and pick up Jaire. I just think that'd be dumb. But hey, we never know what happens in the NFL. Business is business. You know, at the end of the day, people are going to get mad, but in the world of football, the business is always the darkest part of football, because usually the things that happen are the things you don't want to happen. But life is life, guys. We got to live with it. But as always, guys, I love you. I appreciate you guys. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new. Again, turn on the bell notification. And again, thank you guys for being patient with me last week. Again, we're back to normal, regular schedule program. I love y'all for real, guys. Peace and love.